Howdy guys, Jason Smith here, down at Bury Golf Range in Suffolk, and apologies for not uploading a video in a little while. I've been busy, family holidays, been busy at the range. Also, this place has had a little bit of a rejuvenation. New floor, new mats, GC2 HMT, other bits and pieces of decoration as well. So, had the opportunity now to get back in here. I've got a long list of videos to come. So today we're going to be doing the Callaway X Forged. I've got the Apex MB as well. Going to do that at a different time. I'm going to be here doing them, but a different video. Now, I've had these clubs for a little while. Now, rather than literally just doing what I have done in the past, try to change things around a little bit, rather than just getting the club, looking at it, hitting it a few times, doing a video, taking some pictures of it, explaining bits about it, etc. I wanted to have a go at these, partially because obviously I had some time waiting for everything to be done, etc. So I thought what I want to do is get some of these out on the course and have a play, see what they actually play like. Now, lucky enough, because I'm a traditional lofted person, 7-iron, this club here, just in case this one here say 7-iron, it's 33 degrees, so it's 1 degree stronger than what I have basically now, give or take. So it's not far off. Now, when it comes to the Apex MB, they're identical lofts measured. So yeah, that'll be a direct comparison. There's 1 degree difference in this. But anyway, getting to the club itself, the X Forged has popped its way into Callaway's lineup a few times. Now, Callaway do have, well, they are having this tendency now to resurrect old looks, old names, continuations, which is quite nice in Callaway, because if you've got a following like Callaway have, if you've got a following like Callaway have, like Mizuno, you get like a fan base, and the fans of Callaway from previous years who probably had X Forged some years ago and have got like nice feelings and nice memories from using X Forged, when they bring out something like this, which has got a very similar design profile to a certain extent, it's got obviously new tech and new metal and blah blah blah, doesn't make a difference, don't know, but we'll see. And it's nice for them. So in that sense, yeah, I can understand why Callaway do that. Do any other manufacturer do it? Comments below, pop them down there, see if you know. Right, just for this club head alone, this is supposed to be the step up as such from the Apex MB. The Apex MB is like a proper absolute bladey thing, and this is not much different. This is supposed to have some form of cavity back, and I suppose there is a cavity there, but the size of the club head, the thickness of the top line, the stubbiness of the club length, which I like. Callaway, thanks very much for actually making a club with like a stubby blade length. I love clubs with like a kind of compact look that way. It don't fuss me too much how tall it is or anything else like that. I mean, it's nice to look down at a semi-thin top line and everything, but it just looks really nice when you put the club behind the ball and you haven't got this massively long blade length. It just looks quite nice, in my own eyes. You guys out there, you might have a different idea and you might prefer something different, so that's just my personal opinion. But on these grooves, and this is different to the MB, which we'll get to in that video, the 20V grooves, they're saying Callaway, is to obviously help control spin and feel and consistency and flight and blah blah blah. And I must say, when playing with this on the course, so swapping these out, yeah, I would agree. I've hit these obviously fairways, rough, not too much rough, but rough that you can get into, and then you look at it and say, what club can I get to? I can get a certain club to. And to be fair, there's enough forgiveness there, bearing in mind it's still a very, very small head, that you can get away with the odd, very small off-centre hit, but not too much. But what we're going to do, we're going to have a little bit of a hit with these. I'll explain to you my thoughts and feelings. Obviously, these are range balls, remember. I've got GC2 on the floor. Now, this is the importance of having closed data camera system. Today is howling wind. Now, lucky enough in here, we're sheltered away a bit from the wind. This wind is going that way. So every single ball that I will be hitting will start straight, hopefully, and then we'll be ending up in the corner of the range because it's absolutely howling today. But good thing is GC2 doesn't care about wind, it just sees closed data, so there we go. Anyway, right, let's hit this one before I completely freeze, because it is very cold out here. I have decided to start my videos again on probably the coldest day so far. So let's get the old body going and then see how it feels. Down by the ball, it does look very, very nice. And yep, that's going to the right. That wind is so funny. Right, let's see what actually GC2 says, because that was straight basically. 1.2 degrees starting left, had a tiny bit of draw, spin up at 8.3. It will do, it's a range ball. Range balls do tend to spin up a fraction more than real balls. 26.3 peak height, 44.6 descent angle, 147, and 5 yards left, although in the real world definitely not. That ended up like 15 to 20 right, just because of the fact that it's just howling. Right, the feel of the club, yes, you can definitely feel it's forged. It's a nice soft feel. Is it as soft as other soft offerings out there? No. But bear in mind, guys, what we talk about softness, this has been spoken about quite a few times, and the overwhelming consensus is acoustics. Nothing to do with actually feel, because it's still metal, but it's acoustics, so how much sort of dead sound you get. And that felt nice. That did feel nice, nice and soft, not the most softest of all, but let's see if we can hit another good one. Now that has stayed a fraction straighter, so that's going to be pulley in the real world. Yeah. What's that starting off? 111 miles an hour ball speed. Yeah, started 2.2 left with a little bit of draw because I had a slightly more closed face. 7.5, spun down a bit because presented slightly less loft. Yeah, ideas, guys. 25.9, 44 degrees descent angle, 150. Yeah, because I pulled it. That's the reason why. And it was 8.6 left. In the real world, that was about 3 or 4 yards right because of the wind. So that should have been left. But yeah, wasn't a great strike, but it was pretty okay. But again, you got the softness. But it's a little, when I say soft, it is soft, yes it is, but it's got a tiny little bit of clip to it. Is it like the JPX 900 Forged, which is forged, but it's got that boron in? Click, no. I would still definitely say the JPX 900 Forge is more clickier because of the boron. But let's hit another one. Let's see if I can get rid of that little lefty one. Well, I definitely got rid of the lefty one because I think I've pushed that. Overcompensated from a little pulley. Still, half decent strike. Not bad at all. I was not far off middle, but just slightly open face. Little cutty one. Yeah, ended up 5 yards right. Although in the real world, again, because of the wind, a bit more than that. But you can definitely, the more I hit this, the more I can feel the little crack to it. Now, is it unpleasant? God no, nowhere near. This is still lovely and soft. It's a gorgeous, soft feeling forged iron. It is. It's a lovely looking club. I like it in this little kind of satiny kind of finish. I don't know exactly what Callaway call it. If I can find it, I'll stick it on the screen. But it is. I like chrome. I like shiny. Yes, I do. I'm a Mizuno fan. You guys should know that by now. I do like my Mizunos, and I like the chrome. But I must say, ever since I started hitting the CF16 last year in videos and bits and pieces, I kind of cottoned onto this satin look, and I quite like it. Go on, let's hit one. Should we do one more, two more? Let's see if we can actually get it right down the pipe. Oh yeah. Brilliant. Okay. Right, yeah, 18, little tiny, what's that, it's 113 ball speed, 17 degrees, little tiny fade, 8-1 spin, yeah, 0.5 left. That was, yeah, that was straight. That was dead on, and then the wind took it. Oh dear, the funny thing, if you're using old GC2 in this weather, you'd have to, because if you were hitting golf balls, practicing, and everything's going to the right, you'd be thinking, I must have been coming across that one. Right, last one. And I actually quite like this. Is it soft enough for... I'm coming from Mizuno forging, so is it as soft? No, it's not. And is it off-putting? No, it's not, but yeah, I just want something a fraction softer. Oh, that's a lovely shot. Does feel nice though, it does feel nice. Last one, right, 113, 16-2 launch, a little tiny bit of a pulley one, but it was a nice shot, 152 yards, 6 left. It's well within 18 feet or so in it, so it's a kind of shot into a green. But on whole of the feel, just by hitting out on the range, yeah, I like it. It's soft enough for me to use. It looks lovely. I don't really care about the busyness of the back. It is a little bit of a busy back to it, but to be fair, their clubs are getting so busy now, that's kind of normal. When we come to the Apex MB, somewhat different, but yeah, it does give a little bit of help. I hit them basically in and around middle, the odd movement a little bit, and you could tell if you were hitting a pure blade, it would be, yeah, kind of thing, or you get a little bit difference in performance. But yeah, it was nice. So what we're going to do, we're going to hit this on GC2 with my Game & Ball Vice Pro, and we're going to go see how this actually performs with real balls. Right guys, numbers time for the X Forged. Now instantly when I was hitting these, you could instantly tell that this is 1 degree stronger than the MB, the very much, I would say, harder to hit baby sister, baby brother to the X Forged. But you could tell, I mean, I hit a batch of shots, about 10 shots or so, and I hit a couple that were slightly wrong on the strike. So you can see there I've gone from 115 miles an hour, 117 is my top one, base at 115 miles an hour normal, down to 109 when you don't quite catch it right. And that's the important thing. When it comes to any golf club, you have to be hitting middle. The more forgiving clubs will give you a fraction extra help, but it is a fraction. So mainly when it comes to game improvement sector, all the game improvement bits really do is have the CG low and far back. It just helps encourage a little bit of launch if you hit it out of the low part of the club. But anyway, if I take the poor ones out, the 2 ones that I hit 109, you're looking at an average 115, up at 19 degrees, the same loft, initial launch, sorry, as the MB, and that's 1 degree stronger. That's probably because of the fact that it's slightly lower CG of the Forged. The X Forged, tiny little pulls, 5/8 spin. That's interesting. It's still spinning the same as the MB, even though it's 1 degree stronger. Possibly my strike. Going up slightly higher at 31.4. I don't want this to be a direct comparison video between the two, but because they're so close together, it's hard not to. 46.6 degrees descent angle, decent descent angle, 161 yards carry, which is about 3 yards more than what I currently do on my 7-iron, and bear in mind it's 1 degree stronger than my 7-iron, so there you go. When it comes to this, if you look at the flights, it's been a little bit left and a little bit right. That's me. I'm not perfect, I am not a robot. You're going to get good and bad. I did struggle a bit more on the X Forged to feel where middle exactly was, but overall a lovely looking club, a very, very well performing club. If you like the video, click the like button below. Also, if you can do, comment below with whatever you'd like. Click that little subscribe button as well, that helps me out doing these reviews to help you.